Hi, good day, my fellow designers and my valuable clients. So, good morning, welcome back to Talkless Interior and Exterior Designs. Today, we are going to be um, discussing about why most Nigerians living room look incomplete. So, most of our living rooms in Nigeria, not all, but most, so they look incomplete because of one or two things. So, I will give you seven different things that makes our living room in Nigeria looks incomplete. So number one is poor space planning. So most of our living room, we let me say some people even get furniture before they even get an apartment. So they will be like, let me just get all these things down. So after they get it, so they will now be planning on getting an apartment. And doing this is going to cause two things. It's either what you get will be bigger than where you want to place it, or it will be too smaller that will not even bring more aesthetic to the room. So this is number one thing is poor space planning. We don't plan space, so we just buy what we want to buy and just put it there. And doing this, we don't actually take the right measurements to know what is best for the room. So that is number one thing. So number two thing is lack of layer lighting. So there is lack of layer lighting when it comes to lighting, especially artificial lighting. So this artificial lighting, so most living room we just see people use only one bulb for their ceiling or two maximum for the ceiling. So that two bulb is the one that is going to serve all the living room. So this can make your living room look incomplete. Because if you look at all these modern rooms, all these modern living rooms and the luxurious ones, so they have three layers of lighting. One is so among the layers of lighting that they have is one they have one in the ceilings. You will see different bulbs in the ceilings. Apart from bulbs, you will still see LED light, especially when it is POP. So you will see LED lights there. So and apart from that too, you will see they have all these table lamp. So they will use table lamp, and apart from table lamp, they will still use wall lights. So there will be wall on the lights, maybe the wall brackets that are common here, and other there are some profile lights that you can even use maybe on the ceiling or on the wall, and several lights like that. So we have to improve in all these layer lighting. So don't just base your sitting room, your sitting room or living room on one or two bulbs at the ceiling. So and just leave it like that. So you have to like bring out all the beauties in the room. So use your ceiling room, use the wall, use the ceiling bulbs, use the wall bulbs and the normal table lamp or the floor lamp. So all this works together to bring more aesthetic to the room. So another thing to consider is empty walls. So most of our sitting rooms here or living rooms, so we have empty walls. So we just see a wall plain without anything on it. So there are several things you can actually do on your wall to make it attractive and it won't be just empty like that. So professional interior designer is all these designing decorative mirrors, or they just find better frames to just install there, or they use wallpaper, or they put all these decorative paintings there, maybe the glass or marble, anything. So they have to there has to be some. So we have to improve in our on our in we leaving it empty without doing it. The next thing is wrong cutting choice. So in our last video, I think I've discussed about cutting. So there are still more topics about cutting that we are going to be discussed. So you have to know the purpose of the layout of your of that particular living room. Is it modern, basic, or luxury living room? So for you to know the best cutting to choose, so choosing the wrong cutting can actually decrease the value of your living room or make it look incomplete. So another thing is lack of accessories. So we have to like install little accessories. It's not all those cost accessories. So we have some accessory like the plants, the artificial plants. You can put it in your living room. So it brings more beauty to the room, and other accessory like the center table, the center rug, all these things. So they have their own purpose why they are putting it there. So it's for you to like the beauty to have a collective beauties. So everything will reflect together and your living room will look completed. So another thing is no focal point. So I've seen some living room that focal point. You know what I mean by local focal point is like in a room in the four sides of his room there must be a wall that look that will catch attention of anybody that enters that room first. So that is the focal point. So it mostly be the TV wall side or any wall that you want to design. So no, if there is no focal point, there is nothing that is going to just look attractive to the people coming inside the room. So we interior designer we have to improve on that. So and the last thing is ignoring the ceiling. So this ceiling is the fifth part of the room. So you know we have four wall sides. So ceiling is the fifth part. So why are we ignoring the ceilings? So most interior designer don't even care about ceilings. All what they just do for ceiling is just leave it paint it white color. After painting it white color, they just thought there is nothing else to do on the ceiling. There is still more to do on the ceilings. So if the ceiling is POP, use something that will bring out the beauty in the POP too. The light to use on it and whatever you want to use, make it correlate with what is on the ceilings as well. So you ignoring the ceilings, the beauty, the aesthetic we want in the interior space will not be complete. So all these things are what we are going to improve on to like having to always be having a complete living rooms and a very good aesthetic living room. So don't forget this is still an exterior design. So thank you for watching. So we meet in our next video. Like, comment, and reshare. So thank you.